you guys my brow routine, how I trim them, cut them, keep them in shape, how I fill them up. Also, I will show you a very quick tip how to get those Victoria's Secret inspired thready brows for very cheap at home. You don't need any skills or anything. All you need is just a soap, any kind of soap, and a spoolie. I like mostly bushy, thick, kind of dark, and slightly undone brows. My tip to grow brows is go with threading. I know a lot of people don't know how to do it. I'll show you guys how to do it at home. It's just practice. Practice makes a man perfect. So you just guys have to practice a lot at home. I used to practice on my legs and all that, and I got the hang of it, and now I do my own brows, own threading at home. Maybe from this distance my brows look okay, but then I'm gonna show you guys up close and personal. You will see I have a lot of sparse areas, and there's a lot of undone area. Undone areas are there for a reason, because that's how I like them. So let's get to it. And these are the brows. Whoa, that's it. Basic, very basic. So here's a close-up of my brows before we get started. I have a lot of sparse area, a lot of extra growth, as you guys can see. So I'm going to start off with plucking my brows. The thick ones, the very obvious ones, I will just pluck them out. For some reason, I find this very satisfying. I prefer to start off with plucking brows because it's easier, and the finer and thinner hair that don't come in plucker, for that I use threading. I'll show you guys the demo how to do your own brows using the thread. I'll start off at the top of my brows. It's easier and it's much more cleaner. I usually don't get that much of growth on the top of my brows. Underneath the brows, you just have to be very careful. Make sure throughout your skin, your brows are stretched. You raise your brows, and because the skin underneath the brows is very, very delicate. So this I do mainly for the finer, thinner hair. It took me a long time to get the hang of it. I practiced a lot. So if you guys also practice a lot, I think threading is the best way to clean up your brows for a longer time period. Next, for just to clean everything up before I start filling my brows, is I use this razor that I got off of Amazon. I just make sure I pull my skin up and then use the razor downwards into the opposite direction. I mostly use razor when I have to rush out the door. I'm in a rush and I have to groom my brows on the go. I just take out my razor and then just swipe, and tada, it's done. I've been using it for almost 2 years now. I didn't experience any issue at all. And the final, if you need to do any cutting or anything, please do so at this time. I'm using a spoolie, brushing my hair out, and then just taking a small scissor and cutting any of the extra brow hair. So now we're gonna start filling up the brows. I use the soap pairs, and I use my spoolie and rub it on the soap a lot, gently. I go over several times and then start brushing my hair. As you stroke your brow hair, make sure you're doing it ever so lightly, gently, and then letting all that soap transfer from your spoolie to your brows. Just comb your brow hair in the direction that you want, mainly upwards, to give it that feathery, thready look. This step sometimes takes time. You just have to be patient with it and then just get the look that you desire. I'm just kind of taming my brows now. I'm just putting slight powder on it so that they're not too sticky, and then I'll start with filling my brows using Brow Wiz by Anastasia. Most of the time this is where I stop. I just fill with Brow Wiz and that's it. But then if I have some event to go to, somewhere special to go to, then I'll just make them extra dark and fill them extra with Anastasia Brow Duo powder. Again, take your time on this step and then draw those strokes with the Brow Wiz or anything that you have. Make sure you make it look as natural as possible, and then keep using the spoolie every time you feel. Now I'm just filling up the sparse areas that are still seen even after drawing the lines with the Brow Wiz, and that's it. So guys, this is how I do my brows, and this is the end result. I'll bring a little close. So as you guys saw, it is not that hard to do. It's not that hard to achieve. You just have to practice a lot and have to have a good soap. I'm using Pears. It's been doing wonders to me, and a little bit goes a long way. I don't think so I'll ever run out of this. Another thing I forgot to show you guys how to do the threading. I'll show you guys. So basically, sorry, you can take any thread. So this thread, you can take any thread and take about a feet and a half long, and then tie the ends together. So to tie the ends together, just hold them together, kind of press them together, wrap around your finger once, and make sure your thumb is holding from the other side, and then just roll it out, and then ta-da, you have a knot. I don't know if you can see, but so once you have that, you have this loop. You put your both hands inside, and with right hand, since I'm a right-handed person, I'll just twist once, twice, thrice, as many times as you want. Make sure it's long enough for your hands, the distance. So if I want to start off from right side, I'll make sure these twists, the turns, I'll open my fingers on the right hand, push them all the way to left side. Then I'll place it where I want to pluck the hair. If the hair are going towards one direction, you would want to move the thread to the other direction. So it's like a scissor. So if I want to do my right side, I will pull the twist all the way to right side, place it against the hair, and then move my right fingers ever so slightly. Keep a slight pressure on your skin, and then and it'll pluck the hair. Once more, if I want to do my right side, hair are going in that direction, so my hand should be moving in the other opposite direction. So I'm gonna bring the twist all the way to right, put it on top of the hair that I want to pluck out, and then just use my right hand, move the twist back to left side. And this will take a little bit of practice, or maybe a lot of practice. To me, it took a lot of practice. I used to do it on my legs. It hurt, but it got rid of hair from my leg from that certain spot, so it's patchy now. No, it's not, I'm just kidding. So guys, this is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. And that's about it. Until next time, I love you guys.